Hi everyone, I'm Susan Mulvihill. You know, as much as I love growing vegetables, I have to admit I want as many flowers as possible in my garden. I mean, let's face it, they're so beautiful. They attract beneficial insects, pollinators, hummingbirds, other types of birds, and so they are a marvelous component to any garden. So today I want to talk with you about flowers. I'm going to take you around to different ones that are in my garden that are absolutely my favorites. You've probably noticed all of the lavender plants. My husband and I planted them quite a few years ago because we were looking for something that would be drought tolerant, deer resistant, and low maintenance. And lavender was the perfect solution to that. Once we got them established by watering them for the first year or two of their lives, we have not had to water them at all. They just get rain occasionally, and they are so tough and yet so beautiful. I think one of the perkiest flowers on this planet has to be Gloriosa daisies, and that is what you're looking at here. These are Rudbeckia hirta. They're related to black-eyed Susans, which are Rudbeckia fulgida. These guys are perennials, and look at the color that they add to a garden bed. Right next to them are bee balm, these magenta colored flowers, and look at how gorgeous those are. Those are going to attract bees and butterflies and also hummingbirds. Now I realize that color combination is a little crazy, but somehow it works. I love incorporating lily bulbs into my flower beds. They are so easy to grow and they're extremely hardy. So what you're looking at here is an Asiatic lily, and what blooms a little bit later in the season are Oriental lilies that have fabulous fragrance. It's still a little early for daylilies, but I wanted to include them because, first of all, I have a few that are just starting to bloom, and second of all, they are so easy to care for. There is an amazing amount of different cultivars out there in all sorts of colors and types. Look at this burnt orange daylily we have. I don't remember the cultivar name, but I think it is just stunning. Here's another really cool daylily. They come in so many amazing colors. And here's a nice one that has petite flowers. One of my favorite perennials is the Shasta daisy, and I have a few to show you. They are so easy to grow. They're really cheerful looking in the garden, and all sorts of new cultivars have come out in recent years, making it really fun to choose them for your garden. Of course, my family thinks it's quite hilarious that my favorite Shasta daisy is banana cream, and that's because the only food on this planet that I won't eat is the banana. This is an Esther Reed Shasta daisy, and I really like the double flowers. It sure is pretty in a flower bed. How about these Shasta daisies with their frilly flower heads? Those are pretty cool. This is a Shasta daisy called Luna, and it is just getting established in my garden. I just love the golden centers to them. They'll grow 18 to 20 inches tall, and they are hardy to zone 5. Here's another plant that is tough as nails and so perky. This is perennial sunflower, or Helianthus, and it is quite tall. It will grow 3 to 4 feet high, so the most ideal place would be the middle or back of a flower border. You also want to be aware that they will spread over time. One of the plants that I added to one of my deck containers is a Salvia. It's an annual Salvia for our region, and it's called Rockin Deep Purple, which is a cool name. I always like to add in both perennial and annual salvias to my garden because they are a hummingbird magnet. How about Astrantia or Masterwort? I think the flowers look like little fireworks going off. They are very easy to grow, they make nice cut flowers, and they have attractive foliage too. Penstemon also makes a great choice for the garden because they are hardy, they are colorful, and most importantly of all, they attract hummingbirds to the garden. Hydrangeas also add a lot of color to the garden, and there are several different types. This one is a smooth leaf hydrangea or Hydrangea arborescens, and it's called Invincibelle Spirit. I think the flowers are absolutely gorgeous. Another shrub that I'm crazy about, as a matter of fact it's one of my new favorites, is Helianthus Aphrodite sweet shrub. Look at the flowers. They look so exotic to me. And when I first saw this shrub, I thought there is no way that's going to grow in our region because it just looks so tropical. However, they are hardy to zone 5 and they have done beautifully in our garden. And last but not least is the rose. How could anyone not want to have roses in their garden? There are so many colors and different types. There's definitely one out there that is for your garden, or several in my case. This one is a climber called Agatha Christie, and you can see it is going absolutely nuts right now, but it's something that we enjoy every single year. I hope that you enjoyed this little tour of some of my favorite flowers, and I hope that your garden is growing beautifully. I'll see you next week.